This is the DeSite 78 ProScreen being fed from the side with an Hitachi compact excavator. Notice the feeder deflection system. See it open, allowing oversized material to pass through. Watch the operator use the bucket of the excavator to reset the feeder in preparation for the next bucket full of material to be screened. See the flow control wings holding the gravel on the screen deck as fines are separated from the overs. Here you see the full view of the back of the 78 ProScreen. Currently the 78 is fitted with a 3/4 by 4 mesh, making a 5/8 product. Notice again how the operator using the bucket to control the screen deck slope and feed deflector for maximum efficiency. Here we have a Yanmar 100 excavator with 36-inch bucket feeding the 78 ProScreen Vibratory again from the side. The Kubota 97 is stockpiling the finished product and also feeding the screener when time permits. Jumping up to bigger equipment, we have the Volvo 70 wheel loader with a modified bucket, feeding asphalt millings through a DeSite 78, our spring suspension Grizzly screener, fitted with a 4-inch mesh separating 3.5- product from the oversized asphalt chunks. The Volvo 70 is now feeding 3.5- asphalt grindings through the 78 ProScreen Vibratory to capture a 1/2-inch minus, best used on light traffic roads and laneways. The overs will be used for parking lots and heavy traffic areas. Moving down into mini loaders, this Kramer Mini is removing the 78 Grizzly from its riser box to lower the feed height so the Kramer Mini loader can feed the 78 Grizzly. Here we have the Kramer Mini loader screening excavation waste across the 78 Grizzly with a 4-inch mesh, making a 3.5- that can be rescreened into various other product sizes. Here is the 108 with 6x10 screen deck, fed by a Cat 325D with 5-foot bucket. And again the Yanmar 100 feeding this 78 ProScreen. Here we have the Kawasaki 70 wheel loader with a 9-foot bucket, feeding the 108 ProScreen Vibratory, removing dirt from rock for road base. Dirt later will be blended with the compost and sand to make a premium topsoil product. Here we have the wheel loader feeding the 108 ProScreen Vibratory, removing fines to create a pea gravel product for drainage stone. Back to the 78 Grizzly, this Kubota 75 is feeding the 78, making a 1.5- product using a 2-inch mesh. See the overs coming off the 78 screen deck. This makes excellent base and erosion control rock. More drainage stone was needed, so more material is being screened. See the fines being removed from the excavated material using the 108 ProScreen Vibratory and Cat 325D. Watch the operator use the entire screen deck for maximum efficiency. Here is the front view of the 108. Again, watch the operator swing from side to side using 100% of this 10-foot screen deck. Here is a 5-foot bucket feeding the 108. The Kramer Mini loader feeding the 68 ProScreen Vibratory, making 5/8-. This is the front view of the 68 Vibratory. Notice the operator manipulating the deck slope to control material flow. See how the screen deck vibration helps to transfer material from the loader's bucket onto the screen deck. Screening topsoil with the 68 ProScreen using a TL120 with 66-inch bucket. Screening out the overs is no problem for the 68 ProScreen. Finished product, 1/2-. Hourly output is excellent. Here we have the DeSite 108 Grizzly with spring-loaded suspension system. Feed height is 10 feet when up on the riser box. Kawasaki 70 wheel loader feeding the 108 has a 9-foot bucket. Screen mesh size is 4-inch to make a 3.5 product. Here is the front view of the 108 screening. Hourly output is over 60 yards per hour. This is the 108 Grizzly screening old burn piles to remove the dirt and ash from the unburned woody debris. The ash and dirt fines will later be blended with topsoil. This Bobcat A300 is a good fit for the 78 ProScreen when up on the riser. The 78 can handle buckets up to 82 inches wide. The 78 needs only a 4,500 watt generator to run this 3,600 RPM vibratory system. Need 100% clean stone? Here they are doing a screener rerun with the 108 ProScreen to make 100% clean rock for use as septic stone. All of the fines being screened out will be stockpiled and used later as utility bedding material. Last but not least, we have the 48 and 56 mini screeners for mini equipment. Whether you have mini excavators, subcompact tractors, or mini skid steers, this mini is a must-have to turn waste back into profit. Thank you for taking the time to view this video that we have put together for your informational needs. Please visit the rest of our website for more in-depth detail on each of our model screeners that we offer. DeSite, designed to perform and built to last, and remember, backed with our 5-year structure warranty.